Hey YouTube, Twig here, bringing you guys my Evol Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile for August 2018. Wanted to bring you guys an update to this deck. I think it's actually been a good couple years since I actually worked on the Evol deck. It's definitely a blast from the past. It was from the Photon Shockwave Booster Pack, which was a good amount of years ago. This was from the Zexal time, but it was definitely a deck that impacted basically my Yu-Gi-Oh experience. It was one of the more broke decks that really shone around the locals that I played at when I really came onto the Yu-Gi-Oh circuit. I think you can actually see even a few of my earlier videos from this channel being the Evol deck. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So for those of you who don't know, the Evol deck works about bringing out the Evil Tile monsters, which are the reptile, lower level, and attack monsters in the deck, to bring out the Evil Tsar monsters, and then the Evil Tsar monsters, which are your Exceed monsters. So we'll start off with the Evil Tile monsters with 3 Evil Tile Westlow. This card, when it's flipped, you special summon 1 Evil Tsar monster from your deck. It's got 1900 defense, so pretty good set, and defensive playstyle with this card. Basically, when you flip it up, you get that special summon. Then the Evil Tsar monsters all have benefits when they're special summoned, whether it be special summoning, destroying, or bumping up their own stats with search effects as well. You name it. And then Westlow just helps to set that up and benefit from there on out. And I really like it because you can basically beforehand, you couldn't really mix the Evil Tile monsters with the Evil Tsar monsters. But now that we have Link monsters, you can actually, make plays with both the different monsters depending on what you have on the field. And I also run 3 Evil Tile Yugioh. I kind of like Yugioh more than Westlow, just for its setup with plays. If this card on the field is tributed, you can special summon 1 Evil Tsar monster from your deck. Now, when it says tributed, we do have a spell card in the deck called Evo Force, which lets you tribute this card to special summon an Evil Tsar monster. So you'll get the special summon off the spell card and Yugioh, so just remember that. Plus, we do run 1 level 6 Evil Tsar monster, so remember that as well when we get to it later on. And also 2 Evil Tile Yugioh. With this, when it's normal summon, you can send 1 Evil Tsar monster from your deck to the graveyard. And when this card is flipped face up, you can special summon 1 Evil Tile monster from your deck. So it really helps just to play off of this card. When the normal summon, you send 1, and then there's 1 Evil Tsar Volcano, which lets you special summon an Evil Tsar monster from the graveyard. And the big plays are your Exceed monsters, like I said, so that setup is pretty vital. And then when you flip it face up to special summon 1 from your deck, just helps to extend some of your plays as well. And I only run 1 Evil Tile Odonto. This one lets you special summon them from your hand, since all the other ones basically have it from the deck. So if you open up any of them in your hand, Odonto comes in handy just for that normal summon, and then special summon from the hand. You'll still make use of the effects of the ones that were special summoned, but like I said, just for those situations when you open them up in your hand, you can't really do anything else with them besides normal summon them to go for the Exceed summon. And then for the Evil Tsar monsters, I want to run, only have 1, sadly. Couldn't find where I put all the other ones of my Evil Tsar Volcano. This one, when it's special summoned by the effect of an Evil Tile monster, you can target 1 Evil Tsar monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. It cannot declare an attack, but just easy special summon of your monsters using this card. So he's a definite 3 of, just because you can keep going off of your searches with this. When you grab it off of Westlow and summon it, grab another monster, and then just go from there with your plays. And I also run 2 Evil Tsar Diplo. With this one, when it's special summoned by the effect of an Evil Tile monster, you target 1 drop your opponent controls, destroy it. So it takes care of pesky back row, field spells, you name it, continuous spells on the field, or traps that would, put a hindrance on some of your other plays. Just 2 of, though, because you can search it out, and then it's not as needed as some of your other ones for the combos. Same with Evil Tsar Serato. This one, when it's special summoned, it gains 200 attack, and if it was special summoned by the effect of an Evil Tile monster, each time this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add 1 Evil Tile monster from your deck to your hand. So this one just has search options available to it, but 2100 is pretty good. You can get over plenty of monsters with that attack stat, and then just get and benefit from that search, basically. And then lastly, for the Evil Tsar monsters, just 2 Elias. This one helps with getting for your big Evolzar monster, which is Solda. With this, when special summoned by the effect of an Evil Town monster, you can special summon one level 6 or lower fire type dinosaur from your hand. So you can go for anything that you draw with this card as well, even itself. So sometimes if you open this, you can tribute Yugioh to summon it out, and then, you know, basically make use of the Yugioh summon to get a second one out and then overlay the two. But other than that, you don't really want to open it up in your hand. But if you do, you have those options available to you to make use of the card. And that is it for the monsters. I wanted to go for as pure of an Evil build as I could. I've seen some decks that mix in the dinosaurs, but that seems kind of like a build that focuses more on the actual dinos, like Giant Rex and all that, to go for the Evil plays. This one, I wanted to go as pure as I could with the Evil monsters themselves, and that's the number I think is the best, most consistent one to get out all your different Exceed monsters. For these spells, I run 3 Evo Diversity. With this, you add 1 Evil Tau or Evolzar monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 Evo Diversity per turn, but it sets up a lot of your plays depending on what you need, and you can really go off of that depending on what you have in your hand as well. So just being able to search either one is very helpful, so a definite 3 of in the deck. Same with Evo Force. We were talking about this card earlier. You tribute 1 Evil Town monster to special summon 1 Evolzar monster from your deck. It is treated as if it was special summoned by the effect of an Evil Town monster. So not only do we get that special summon effect off, if you tribute, let's say, Yugioh, you'll get its special summon off as well, since it was tributed on the field. So you get that special and this one as well. So you'll be able to really get out your dinosaur monsters for your bigger plays. And I run 1 Evo Price. It's a continuous face-up spell card. Once per turn, if a monster is special summoned by the effect of an Evil Town monster, except during the damage step, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. So if you get that special summon off and be able to pop some cards, you can take care of pesky cards, along with cards like Diplo, taking care of back row. This can take care of monsters, you name it, and then you can go for your bigger plays once you know the coast is clear. But just 1, though. If I open too many, you obviously can't do the plays you were needed to do with that card. And I also run 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Soul Charge. This is just so you can go for more plays with cards in your graveyard after you use them, whether it be for the Link summon or the Exceed summon, you name it. And also 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I was debating between this and Twin Twister, but you don't really use your life points for anything else in this. So, and some of those back row or cards in the field that may have the destruction effects to go off, like you don't want to pop with Diplo. This card can definitely come in handy to clear that problem. And then moving on to traps, a very important trap in the deck is Evo Singularity. With this, I run 3 of because it helps so much with your plays. You target 1 Evil Town monster and 1 Evolzar monster in your graveyard. Special summon 1 Evolzar Exceed monster from your extra deck, and if you do, attach those monsters to it as Exceed material. Now, what's great is if you have an Evil Tile monster on the field and an Evolzar monster before, Link summon, we had just Exceeds, and they didn't really work hand in hand together. But if you can Link summon these two together, get out a Link monster that has a Link arrow, like for example the one we are running is Doolittle Chimera, since they're all fire. If you can make use of that and have this trap on the field, you can then obviously special summon these cards back to the field and then overlay into one of your Evolzar monsters. And with it being a fire type and having the Link monster on the field, you have just more extended plays and a 2900 attack point Evolzar, Logia or Dolka, depending on what you wanted to go for in that turn. So it's really, really cool, and I'm happy that we were able to do that now with the deck. But moving right along with that, like I said, Evil Singularity just helps so much with that special summon, so definite 3 of in the deck. You can fully make use of it and your other evil monsters in the graveyard when you have those. And I also run 2 back to the fronts just for more special summoning with the Monster Reborns and the Soul Charge. Really can't go wrong with those cards there. And then I also run the Solemn Brigade once again, just for more back row protection. This with the Cosmics, you don't really use your life points for that much else, so you're free in the game to use it. And just to protect your cards and bigger monsters with Log and Dolk on the field, you're really shutting down your opponent with all of these cards. And 2 Storming Near Force, just for a little more added backup protection for your deck and when your opponent goes to try and attack over your evil monsters. And that is it for the main deck. We'll now move on to the extra. I run 2 Evilzar Logia. You need 2 level 4 dinosaur monsters to make this card. When a monster will be normal or special summon, or a spell or trap is activated, you can detach 2 Exceed materials from this card, negate the summon or activation, and destroy that card. So if you have to make this first, and then you use the effect to negate, and you have it on your field next turn, it's not really doing anything in the extra monster zone. You can just link summon it away with one of your weaker monsters by chance, and then just go for some more plays with the arrows that it points to. It's another added combo you can do. The same goes for Evilzar Dulka, which I run 2 of. This one, you just have to detach 1 material from it, but during the other player's turn, when a monster effect activates, you can detach 1, negate the activation, and destroy that card. So you have double protection since it's 2 materials, but still very handy when you're going up against those monster effects. And I have Constellar Ptolemy M7 in here just because I don't have an Evilzar Solda. If you have the Solda, run it instead. It's the rank 6 Exceed Evilzar monster you run to use with your Elias effect monsters to get them out. So a very powerful one, protection, and it stops special summons of your opponent of high-level monsters. And then for a few backup Exceeds, just 1 Abyss Dweller and 1 Tornado Dragon. Like I said, if you need those rank 4 options to help out with graveyard plays or just popping more back row. And then for the Link monsters, I run 1 Doolittle Chimera. This is very, very helpful. Like I said earlier with the Evo Singularity play, being able to make that with just 2 fire monsters and then have the arrows open up with the Evo Singularity trap card makes so many plays, and very surprising that it can do it that fast with the testing that I did with the deck. I also run 1 Reproducus. This card, just for the adjustment for monsters, I like it. It comes in handy. If you don't want to run this, you can try out some other link options available to you, depending on what you want to go for. If you want to go for more of a Nightmare build with some of the higher ones, or Borreload, you can take it out, test it out if you like. Same with the Proxy Dragon. Just had some more options for the arrows to extend your Exceed plays. I also run 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Bomber Dragon, 1 Decode Talker, and 1 Underclock to finish off the extra deck. Like I said, most of the Link monsters in this deck are just for extending your Exceed plays when you can, just to get more out in the field, because it really helps when you have a Logia and a Dulka out in the field. And if you do it right, very easy to get it off, like I said, with that trap card and just the Evol monsters in general. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kira Twig out.